how's it going, my tacticians, and welcome to a double header for today's video. Listen up, I gotta show off two battles because they're pretty much the same thing, and that is when my strategy backfires. So, let's start this off between me and Alicia. We're gonna be getting into another battle later on, but we'll start off with this one between me and Alicia. So, it feels good to be able to make some videos again. It's been a while since I was able to make videos, but let's get started. Now, I'm going to start off with Noelle and Fang. And my lovely opponent going to be sending out the Mewtwo and the Mimikyu. Shiny Mimikyu and Shiny Mewtwo, by the way. And I'm like, okay, you know, this ain't the worst. This is not the worst thing that I could be fighting. And I'm thinking, okay, so Mewtwo probably going to Mega. Maybe I'll be fast enough to, get the, the Aurora Veil off. Maybe she'll go for like an Aura Sphere into like Fang, thinking he'll Mega Evolve to counter, the Psychic attack that might be coming out. And Lycanroc comes out. Does Lycanroc coming out here? So I go for my Mega Evolution because I'm thinking, okay, he'll probably predict the, Aura Sphere or something. But I'll counter and predict that he might, predict my counter. And go for like a second attack. And Mewtwo goes with a Fire Blast. I'm like, what? What? Goes straight into Noelle, finishes her off one shot, and not even able to get the Aurora Veil off. I'm forced into going into my Dragon Dancing. I'm like, wait, where's the Mega Evolution? Where's the Mega? What's going on here? What the fluff is going on? That wasn't part of the game plan. That was not part of the game plan, people. This was not part of the plan. I did not expect that. So I have no choice. I go into Coralina because that's pretty much my best option right here. So I go for the crunch down into the Mega, not the Mega Mewtwo, but into the regular Mewtwo. Because, it's not Mega. So just get rid of it right off the bat. That's the end of the Mewtwo now. Brick Break comes out from the Lycanroc, smacks into Fang. He barely clings to life. Coralina comes out with a Scald. Gonna finish off the Lycanroc. I'm like, okay, that was a real good turn for me. So it's 2-1 in terms of Pokemon lost. Me with the 1, my opponent with 2. And, the hail is really starting to wear me down. I'm losing health on Fang fast after that Brick Break. I'm running out of options here. Now, out comes Pikachu and Marshadow. So I'm like, okay, let's see what we got here. What can Impy do in this battle? So I'm going to go for the Waterfall straight into the Marshadow because I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can get the flinch or finish it off. Spectral Thief comes out. Gonna finish off Fang. Gonna give the Marshadow the boost, my Dragon Dance boost. But it will not keep those boosts for long because of the hail. So I lose Fang here, but at the very least, he did enough damage where that Marshadow will not keep those boosts. Thunder comes out from the Pikachu, gonna be storming into Coralina, but she's a tank, and this is the Pikachu. That's not gonna do anything. Ashcap Pikachu gonna be hit with the burning power of the Scald and finished off with one blast. Rest in peace, Pikachu. Now out comes Marshadow, and it's gonna go down to the hail. So that's 4 Pokemon down to 2. All things considered, this is actually going pretty well for Team Impy. This is going very well for Team Impy. Now out comes the Mimikyu once again. And be dealing some scary damage to me. And out comes Amelia. So Amelia on the field as well. And Incineroar now coming out on the field as well. So I'm like, okay, wait, where's the Intimidate? Where's the Intimidate? This is not a shiny Intimidate Incineroar. They all carry that, and I'm like, okay, I'll go for the Thunder Wave, but I forgot one thing. Normalize turns all of my moves to normal type moves, regardless of if they're status moves or not. So all of my moves on Amelia, my Delcatty, will not affect the Mimikyu. Keep that in mind for later on, as Mimikyu goes for a Z move here, and Impy has to bring out the annoying head of censorship. Trust me, you guys don't want to see what's about to happen. Seriously, you don't want to know what's about to happen. Coralina is about to see things that she does not want to see. Whoever thought putting Mimikyu Mimikyu into this Z-move was a good idea. That was scary. Coralina though manages to protect herself, manages to avoid being KO'd this turn, and everyone's just gonna take some hail damage. I'm like, okay, so at least I get to keep Coralina on the field, so at least I got her. Play Rough now comes out, gonna be connecting onto the Incineroar because it didn't get the Intimidate off. I'm able to do so much damage with my Silk Scarf and Normalize ability. Darkest Lariat comes out, gonna connect onto Coralina, but without any advantages, she's not gonna survive that hit. Trick Room comes out from the Mimikyu. I'm like, what? What the fluff? So I'm like, okay, it's okay. I still have Pokemon in reserve. I can still turn this around. So Kalama comes out now. Gonna be trying to help me out here. Shadow Claw comes out. Gonna be dealing so much damage to my Rapidash. It's not gonna help me out at all. Darkest Lariat comes out from the Incineroar. Gonna be connected onto my Rapidash as well. That's gonna be the end of my Rapidash. Amelia comes out with the Play Rough once again, smacking into the Incineroar, and that is it. That's the Incineroar down. There's only one Pokemon remaining. It is the Mimikyu, and Impy has Azula on the field. So I'm like, okay. Worst case scenario, I lose my Focus Sash here. Focus Sash is now gone. Azula loses her only chance to, survive an attack from the Mimikyu. Amelia goes for the assist. I'm trying to see what I can do here with Amelia. Flare Blitz comes out, but it's not going to affect the Mimikyu because of the Normalize ability. Iron Tail comes out, misses the Mimikyu. I'm like, come on! Play Rough comes out, hits Azula. That's going to be the end of my kommo-o. The only way I could have turned this battle around was if I avoided the Play Rough, but I don't avoid the Play Rough. Dragon Dance comes out, Dragon Dancing Amelia. I'm like, no! This does not help me. This does not help me at all, Amelia. This does not help me against the Mimikyu. Play Rough comes up from the Mimikyu now, connecting onto Amelia. I'm like, oh, come on, give me something to work with here. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter what I get. All of my moves will become normal. All of my moves will become offensive, so it doesn't matter what I do. I can't touch the Mimikyu with my Delcatty. Waterfall comes out, not able to affect the Mimikyu. All these moves, and I can't touch the Mimikyu, so... Oh my goodness. My Normalize, Silk Scarf Delcatty backfired against me, but this isn't the first time this has happened. No. This is like the umpteenth time where my own strategy has backfired. In fact, let's show off another one, this time against Lala. I'm not having a good time with these battles. Seriously, why do my strategies backfire so horribly? But in any case, let's get on with the battle between me versus Lala. You saw it in the preview. This is the Herald and Raiden Electric Zigzagoon strategy, as I like to call it. Because I don't really know what else to call it by. Now, my opponent going to be leading off with the Ordering Guru and the Primarina. I'm like, okay, so you're going to be going for some, Trick Room shenanigans here. I'm going to go set up my Herald, set up my Raiden, see if we can shut down this Orang Guru before he gets a chance to set things off. Discharge comes out, going to be setting up the Lightning Rod. I'm not going for the Protect this turn. I take a big gamble here to try to set me up. Dragon Pulse now comes out from Herald. It's my strongest move. +1. Hoping it'll take Orang Guru down, but it absorbs it really well. Now out comes the Primarina Z move, which triggers the annoying Hat of Censorship. Because seriously, I tried to show off Z moves one time in a normal video, and YouTube censors it. Whereas the other time where I tried it and on its own and said, hey, I'm not showing off a Z move, I'm just testing what happens. And YouTube ignores it. So why do you do this to me, YouTube? Why? Why do you force the annoying Hat of Censorship? Well, rest in Pepperoni Raiden as he just melts to the Primarina Z move. I'm like, you wasted a Z move on just to destroy my Jolteon? You could have gone for a Moonblast and shut down Herald. What was the point? Well, it doesn't matter because out comes the Trick Room, and this is where Impy Shenanigans now are gonna have a hard time because all of my Pokemon are super speedy, and I don't have anything really slow to work with. But I do have some Detect and Protect Shenanigans, so I'm gonna go for the Detect here, predicting that maybe he'll double down onto Harold, and he does indeed try to double down onto Harold. Psychic Attack comes out from the Oranguru, Primarina goes for the Moonblast. So I'm like, okay, so that's that. Snarl now comes out. Gonna be connected onto all Pokemon. Not gonna do a whole lot of damage to the Primarina, but it's at least gonna shut down some of its special attack. As to the Oranguru, that's gonna shut down the Oranguru 1-2 splat. And Audra reveals her life form, so that's not gonna help me at all. Swampert now comes out. Gonna be trying to do some shenanigans for Lala. And I'm pulling Harold back because in a 1v1 fight against this Swampert, it's not gonna go well for my Harold. Protect now comes out from Audra. See what damage can be absorbed. Moonblast comes out, connected onto Zapdos. That's gonna do some damage, but it's the Ice Punch from the Swampert that shuts down my Zapdos. I'm like, darn it! Where's the tartar sauce when I need it? That was one of the key members of my team for the Discharge and the Lightning Rod. I don't have many of them left, so Harold back on the field. And I'm like, okay, let's see what I can do here. I pull Audra back, gonna send out Steven, thinking maybe he'll try to attack my Audra now, as D-Tech comes out from Harold. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna hurt. Hydro Pump comes out, Steven avoids it. Earthquake comes out from the Swampert. Barely avoids the attack here. Gonna be doing so much damage to all my Pokemon, except Steven, who survives barely on the Focus Sash, the hidden Focus Sash. No, it's not really. It's a real Focus Sash. But Swampert reveals its life orb as well. So this is the last turn. Out comes the Meowstic. Ooh, shiny Meowstic, by the way. Love that shiny color on the Meowstic. This is the last turn for all my Pokemon. All we gotta do is absorb one attack. One attack. All we gotta do is survive it, and Trick comes out, and I'm like, what? What the fuck? So, I attain a Flame Orb, and I'm gonna lose. Well, not really lose, but I'm gonna suffer some serious damage on Audra. Thunderbolt comes out from Audra, gonna connect into the Lightning Rod. And I kinda messed up here. So Twisted Dimensions restored to normal. Be absorbing that serious damage here. I'm like, okay, so Skill Swap comes out. I'm like, oh no, oh no. And there we go. The Discharge, or the Lightning Rod, has been swapped now. So this is not good for Team Impy. Snarl comes out though. I fortunately have Snarl, so this is going to do quite a bit of damage. Not going to shut down the Meowstic or the Swampert, but it's going to at least do some damage. But the Meowstic now has the Lightning Rod, so I can't touch it. Lightning Rod comes out, and because Meowstic is faster, it absorbs the Lightning Rod, or the Electric Attack instead. As, you know, whatchamacallit, the Earthquake comes out, going to be setting everybody down, shutting everyone down. And the Meowstic is just barely clinging on now. Barely staying in the fight. But now this leaves Impy in a bind, because this is two Pokemon that cannot be affected by electric attacks. One of them is the Meowstic, and the other one is the Swampert, because of its ground typing. So I've got no choice here. I'm trapped into this discharge strategy. I have a Choice Scarf on my Arachne now, so I'm able to at least power up Harold. So Giga Drain comes out, going to be shutting down the Swampert, because I know he's got a Ice type attack that'll shut me down. I don't shut him down first. So now I'm thinking, okay, what can we do here? So Trick comes out once again from the Meowstic. He's swapped off. He's going to give me, or not give me anything, he's going to take the Choice Scarf. So now I lose my advantage. Now, out comes the Alakazam. I'm like, oh no. Please don't Mega Evolve. And well, he's going to Mega Evolve. So Mega Alakazam coming out here. Now I'm praying he does not get the one ability that would prevent me from doing any damage again. And he traces. Lightning Rod. He traces Harold's Lightning Rod, so there's nothing Harold can do here. Dazzling Gleam comes out, going to be connecting onto Harold and Heractia. Giga Drain comes out, going to be trying to do some damage and restore some of that health back. Gonna at least avoid losing Harold here. But Psybeam comes out after those discharge Lightning Rods. They're just doing so much damage to me. Lightning Rod again, discharge coming out. But both of my opponent's Pokemon are Lightning Rod as well. I'm like, no! I underestimated my speed. I wasn't fast enough without the Choice Scarf. I go for the Detect here. It's my last hope. I'm praying he doesn't go for another Dazzling Gleam, but he's going to go for another Dazzling Gleam. At this point, I'm hoping that Heractia survives, but she goes down. There's nothing more she can do. I thought maybe I could go for a Bug Buzz because I was no longer locked into the discharge with the lightning, because of the Choice Scarf. But there's nothing more my team can do. My own strategy again backfires right into my face. Oh my lord, I can't believe that happened. Oh my lord, I cannot believe this keeps happening. Why does my strategies keep backfiring? I pull out these crazy little complicated strategies. You know, trying to predict, trying to counter anything that could happen with like this discharge lightning rod strat. And my own strategy backfires. First it was the Delcatty with Normalize not being able to touch the Mimikyu because of Normalize's ability. My own ability to improve my own damage output with Normalize backfires. And then this time, with the Discharge Lightning Rod strategy, it backfires! Just, how does this keep happening? I don't know, but I'll see you tacticians in the next video. Bye-bye!
I'm taking in what I can get, but I can't find the answers yet. Head in the water, slow my mind. I hold my breath until I'm found.